What's going on, y'all? This Fats 215, and you're listening to Politicking as usual. And I got my guy Buck Chair in the building with me.
Yeah, I'm back. This your boy Buck Chair. Follow me Instagram, Twitter, all that. BUCK_CHEA. Politicking as usual, man. We back. Hey, Fats, man, what you got for us today, man?
Yo, this is a special edition episode, bro. You know what I mean? We usually don't drop on Sundays, but it's game 2 for the finals.
Yeah.
Finals Eve. So we figured why not do like a little first take edition episode. So
it's special, man. Politicking as usual. Man.
Yeah,
That's what we doing.
You know, we gotta switch it up sometimes. So we gonna start it off. Like, what was your thoughts on game 1? Like, of the NBA Finals, who fought? Like, just give me a little recap of Game 1. Like, what did you take from the Game 1 loss?
Game 1 is what I expected. I expected
Warriors fan.
Yeah,
okay.
No, I'm not no Warrior fan.
You rooting for the Warriors?
Yeah, I put my money on the Warriors.
Okay.
I want the Look, it's crazy because look, I want the Cavs to win.
Me too, dog.
But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be realistic. I'm putting my bread on the Warriors.
I don't want Durant to ever get a ring for that stunt he pulled last summer. So
yeah,
I'm gonna always root against Durant. I don't care. He don't want him to ever win. But I hope the Cavs win. Oh yeah, go ahead. My fault, Con. What you saying?
Oh no, but like I was saying, I want the Cavs to win, but Warriors, they're going to take it. So it was just like I expected it. I expected a blowout. I expected Durant, Curry to go off. I mean, they got the home court right now.
So you expected 4 turnovers by the Warriors and 20 turnovers by the Cavs is what you saying?
No, I expect that.
That
was outrageous. I expected a blowout, just like I expected another blowout tonight.
But see, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to Game 2 predictions. But see, what I took from Game 1. The Cavs not going to play like that tonight. You get what I'm saying? They were off. Like, they was more so filling each other out. Because you look at it, Tristan Thompson, he had 0 points. That's not going to happen in Game 2. Kyrie struggled early. He didn't get it going until late in the game. By the time it was too late. JR had the first 3 points of the game, and that was it. He didn't score since then. And then you got Darren Williams and who else? Kyle Korver. I think they combined for a total of 3-4 points altogether.
Yeah, and Kyle Korver, Tristan Thompson, JR, they combined for 3 points. Like,
that's not, you can't, you like, when you say Game 2, that's not going to happen. I don't see that happening in Game 2. The strength of the Cavs are how loaded they are, their starting 5 and their bench. Like, you can expect that scoring from the Warriors bench, but you're not going to see that in Game 2. Like, you're not going to see Richard Jefferson being a high man off the bench in Game 2. That's not going to keep happening continually. Like,
no, and I understand what you're saying, but I don't expect that to happen in Game 2. But just think about it as this. Just think about the Cavs. If they add another MVP player, how dramatically it would change. And just think about what Golden State did. They added Kevin Durant. That's an MVP type player.
Right.
So just think about how close they was last year, and they added MVP. What that does to your team. And there's no way that I think the Cavs have a chance of beating Golden State. It was last year they won off of LeBron going off them last 3 games.
3-1, man. Down 3-1.
LeBron went off them last 3 games.
And Draymond getting suspended played a big part in that championship run too.
Yeah,
he said it himself. He put his whole self at fault. Like that loss was on me. That championship.
Just think about it. The ball rolled the Cavs' way. Yeah. Them last 3 games, right. And just think about how tight it was. And now Golden State add an MVP player. That's like the Cavs adding Kawhi next year. Like, you see how crazy the change is?
I get what you're saying because Durant definitely was the difference in Game 1. Like, Durant's presence alone, how easy it was for him to score. Like, he had 12 points off fucking dunks in the first half. You know what I mean? So like that's I don't
can't double team nobody.
Yeah, you can't. But if you paid attention to the game, every time the Warriors started a break, all the Cavs did was close out the shooters. They went straight to the 3-point line to make sure they ran them off the 3-point line. And every time they did that, somebody was open. The cutter was always open. Somebody was always open for a dunk. I mean, I feel like they're going to make adjustments. And it's going to be a much tighter ball game. It's going to be like how it started off in the first half, but it's going to be that way throughout. Like it's going to be a close game. But I like the Cavs to pull it off, maybe 1 by 6 or something like that tonight. That's my prediction.
You say you like Cavs pull it off?
Tonight, yeah, I like the Cavs to pull it off.
We
can put something on it now, shit. We can put something on it. You want that? We can put something on it, man. We can put the next studio time on it.
Next studio time. Next studio time.
You know what I mean? We can put that on it. I got the Cavs. I'm standing by my predictions, man. I said the Cavs in 6, but Durant got me a little nervous with that 38 he dropped.
So you think LeBron can pull it off?
Cavs in 7.
But you just said 6.
No, at first. But after I seen Game 1, it's going to 7. Cavs going to do it. But 7. It's going to take 7 games. Book
7
it.
games.
They going to win in Oakland again. Book it. You heard it.
Book it tonight.
Tonight. They go
Studio time.
Tonight.
Studio time.
Listen, I'm a man of my word. So this is live and it's getting dropped tonight. So we betting the studio time on that the Cavs are going to win this game. We'll see, man. Game time is at 8 o'clock, man. But, we got our predictions and whatever out the way. So I had, a couple more things I wanted to talk about. We gonna, like I said, it's a first take edition, so we're gonna keep it
politicking as
sports
usual.
related.
First take edition.
Yeah, it's new, man. It's new. It's definitely, I kind of like this, man. I haven't really talked about sports. We 15 episodes in, and I haven't really talked about sports, and I feel like that's like one of my passions. I can talk about sports all day. Like,
hey, here you go. You got a graduate right here, physical education, sports management. Minor in business. Something like right here. We educated out here.
You already know. So we gonna keep it more focused on basketball. Who do you think has more to prove this finals? What player you think? Well, I'm not gonna do team. But I feel
Durant by far.
Durant,
because of the decision he made.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a corny decision. Like, you go to the team, like, you was up 3-1. The thing is the team that he went to.
Right.
That's like, I play football. I play for West Philly High.
Uh-huh.
That's like, we got turkey bowls every year against Overbrook. That's like, I leave West Philly High
and
I go
Overbrook. And
yeah.
then, saying, I get what you're saying.
Like, you can't do that.
It's like it was a rivalry for him. Like, you know what I mean?
And you had a good team. You up 3-1. You couldn't close it out. So you joined the team that beat you.
I respected his reason for wanting to go to Warriors. He loved the way they play basketball. He liked how efficient he could score the rock. You know what I mean? He can get 26 on 15 shots versus in OKC, he got to shoot it 20, 25 times, maybe 30 to get a good number. But you know what I mean? But still, the fact that he did it right after they just eliminated you, when you had a chance to get him out of here, it just don't sit well with me. Me being an OKC fan, that didn't sit right with me. So like I said before, I don't want to see Durant win. But
do you think it's a chance that he ever goes back to OKC?
The bag, right? Yeah. The bag, right? Yeah. If he get a
ring, I mean, the bag was right the first time.
No, but listen, if he gets that ring, he'll go back. Cause I think Durant's problem is he doesn't want to be that player. Like, he doesn't want to be that Charles Barkley caliber player. You get what I'm saying? When you mention Charles Barkley, he was one of the best to play at his position, but he never got that jewelry. You get what I'm saying? And Durant,
that's what Shaq throw at him all the time.
See what I'm saying? That's the ammo Shaq used all the time. And Durant doesn't want that reputation. So he looked at it was, listen, I'm not going to have that title. I'm going to get it by any means necessary, and I'm going to go chase this ring. And, you know what I mean? No matter who like it or not, like he said, I'm doing the best for me.
So he going to put on LeBron. He going to go get his ring, then he going to go back.
I can see it happening. That's if Russ stays. If Russ stays, he'll go try to win.
He got that
Russ.
big contract.
Yeah, but they're thinking about giving Russell the max. And he doesn't know yet. He said his heart is in OKC, but he still hasn't signed that extension. But it'll be like almost $45 million a year, 200 million, something like that. But like we said, we was talking about who has more to prove. Me personally, I think it's Clay. Clay. Because if you pay attention to the games, man, Clay is just out there. Like, he doesn't gel at like the way Durant and Curry and Draymond gel together. Like, he's just out there. Every time he gets the ball, he's just pulling. He's just trying to get his points because he doesn't have the flow of the game. Like, because he's so worried about, I gotta make sure Curry get his touches. I gotta make sure Durant get his touches. So now every time the ball comes in my hands, I'm launching it. I'm going. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like he has the most to prove to the team and the organization that he belongs. Because Durant has already said that he's willing to turn down the max in order to keep the nucleus of the team together. So I feel like Clay right now is just, trying to – I think this game he's going to come out more aggressive. You know what I mean? He's going to come out more aggressive. He's going to try to prove that he's belonged, that he's still part of that championship team, he's still a big part of this team. That's why.
And that's where I think either Clay, in the next couple of years, that's why I think either Clay or Durant is going. Either Durant going to go back to OKC or Clay is going to leave. You got to look at it like this. Just think about last year. Clay was arguably the best shooting guard in the league.
Yeah, without question.
Like, people were saying that Clay was over Steph.
He was
at one point. Everybody was saying Clay that was over Steph, but he was dropping 36 in the quarter.
Yeah, since Durant came, you haven't seen that same player.
Yeah,
because he can't find himself. Like he's like everything Clay does now, it just seems forced. Like, even if you watch his post game interviews, he just look out of it. Like, he doesn't look like he's there.
He doesn't look like he's into it. Like he's happy. Like, he's winning, but it doesn't look like that joy.
Like, he just going along for the ride. You know what I mean?
That's why I think. He's going, even Durant going. Because he's going to go to a team where he could prove that he's one of the best players in the league. Like, he's already there, but the shine is off him. Because of
you have household names like Durant and Curry. And, Draymond is like, to me, Draymond is not a top 5 power forward in my eyes. You know what I mean?
In my eyes, yeah.
He's not a top 5, but because of his, his chippiness and his attitude.
Yeah. And, that affects the game. That affects the game.
Yeah, but Drake, look, talent-wise, Draymond he's an okay player. He's a good player. But, his chippiness, his attitude, he makes his presence undeniable. So it's like you can't leave him out.
And he gets in people's head.
Yeah.
He gets in people's head.
You can't, like when you mention the Warriors, like it's like, how certain teams you mention a team and it's like certain players you leave out. When you mention the Warriors, you're going to say Steph, you're going to say Durant. Now it's like people say Draymond before you say Clay. Clay is like the fallen man of the team now.
That's why I think he's going. It's either he's going or either Durant going.
No.
One of them.
Durant, the way it flow right now, Durant is Clay's definitely out there. He's definitely out there. But I feel like he just want to prove it's like I belong. That's why I feel like he's going to do these next couple of games. Like he had 6 points in game 1. I don't think he's going to it's not going to be much more. He'll maybe get 16 now, 17, 18. It ain't going to be nothing too crazy.
Curry and Durant, so you got to think about it. Durant is going to want to go off. Durant wants this bad. Durant has a lot.
He was like
to
2
prove.
Rebounds and assists away from a triple-double.
He has a lot to prove.
You know what I mean? So
he wants that ring. He wants to be in that category of the elite, and he know he was never going to be that if he didn't get that ring. So he wants his ring bad.
Hey, yo, you want to know what's something funny that I heard, though? You remember back in 2012 when the Thunder in Miami met in the finals, and I honestly believe that OKC could have won that finals if Durant stepped up and if Harden didn't disappear. But the
sound like he did this playoff.
Yeah, the rebuttal to that was, they were younger, they were kids. You know what I mean? They didn't really know. And now they saying game 1 was a testament to show that Durant is older now. He's much more wiser. He knows what he needs to do. Like I was talking to just earlier. I was saying, I'm like, man, it looked like Durant is like from game 1. I'm not going to say this is the case, but just from game 1 alone, it looked like Durant was much quicker and just much in better shape than LeBron was. He just was beating him off the dribble every time. Like he was blowing by LeBron. He made LeBron fall. Like, it was just crazy. Like
I don't think that. I just think the Cavs. No, LeBron came to play.
Yeah, he did.
LeBron came to play.
If he didn't,
the role players didn't come to play. That's what the role players supposed to step up. The role players didn't come to play
again tonight. I don't see that happening. I can't. I don't see JR only scoring the first 3 points of the game and that's it. Only shooting 4 times.
You know the difference?
That happening.
I'm gonna tell you 2 differences. You got 4 potential Hall of Fame players on Golden State, and you got 2 of the top 3 players in the NBA on Golden State right now.
That's true.
That's the difference.
That's
the difference.
I believe that the Cavaliers' death is going to be the reason that they win this championship.
Did you see Golden State death?
They put
players in there. I ain't never heard about before. They went like 10, 11 deep.
Listen, if you look, they was up by 20. They gonna play though. They gonna clear them out.
I ain't never heard of.
Listen,
went to the finals to put them in.
But listen,
that's disrespect. That's a slap in the face.
If you paid attention to the Warriors game, that they use that same rotation all the time. Those same play, like Iggy's going to get his. He's going to get the little garbage buckets. He's going to play defense. You know what I mean? He's going to get the little fast breakdown. He's going to get that. Sean Livingston, he's going to do his little, fadeaway floaters in the post and the paint. He's going to get that. You're going to get about 10 and 6 points between Iggy and Sean Livingston. What surprised me was JaVale McGee. I think he just tired of all the trash talking to everybody. He tired.
You see, he came in with the Shaq right?
He tired of being on Shaq and the Fools. I think JaVale McGee may be the sleeper for in his finals. He may be the sleeper, but like I said, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a dogfight throughout the whole 4 quarters. It's going to be a dogfight, and I think at the end,
I say a dogfight first 3 quarters. Golden State pull away. They cover the spread. What's the spread? 9.5. They cover. Golden State covers tonight. I see another blowout.
We like I said, we got something on it.
Then they listen. This is predictions. Golden State covers the spread. Vegas, go bet Sportsbook, Bovada. If you're a gambling man, you go on, you bet right now. Golden State will cover tonight. Next game, I give it to the Cavs. Then after that, Golden State take the next 2. Golden State in 5, man.
So you only got
5.
So you only got the best player in the world winning 1 game.
I got the best player in the world adding 1 game. You know why? Because Golden State added an MVP player.
All right. You have
listen to this. I guarantee Cleveland will add another All-Star next year.
Melo, somebody like that.
Melo, but I don't think Melo will take him over the top. That's the thing about it.
Listen,
I don't think Melo will take him over the top.
Melo is an overrated player. I don't know how we got to Melo, but Melo is an overrated player. And
he used to be one of my favorite players.
I'm going live saying that.
He used to be one of my favorite players.
Is overrated. He's overrated. All the Melo better than the LeBron stopper. Kill it. Melo is not a top 10 player in the NBA anymore.
I mean, he had a little stretch, though. Just think about it when he first got with the Knicks, when him and LeBron was going at it. He had LeBron at
where
one
did it
point.
take him? Where did it take him?
Took him nowhere.
Exactly.
Because of Melo.
Exactly. I knew Melo was washed when he came out and said he'd rather win gold medals than NBA champion. I said, oh yeah, he's done. He's never going to win no more. No player with a competitive will is going to say, oh yeah, I'm cool with my USA gold medals. Like nobody ever going to say that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Melo, he had, like I said, he had a nice stretch. He was one of my top players at one point, but he don't have that. I don't know. He doesn't share the ball that good. When the ball gets to his hands, it stops because he's an ISO player. But at the same time, he doesn't have the assists. He doesn't.
And his laziness on defense is what hinders him a lot because he can't. When you match up against them star players, there's nothing he can do. Like if his shot not flowing, it's like I say the same thing about Curry. If Curry's shot's not falling, he's invisible out there. And that's just a fact. If he's not making threes, he can't do nothing for you.
And when he making threes,
that's it.
It's over.
That's it. Yeah. And it's like Melo, like same thing with Melo. When you're off, you're off. When you're on. Like you got to pick your poison with Carmelo.
Yeah, you definitely have to pick your poison with Carmelo. But I really think that they will add another player next year. But this series, this finals, it's going to be a big disappointment, y'all. And you saw with Draymond, you saw that video with Draymond when he was talking all that smack. That he won the Cavs.
He's notorious.
They won it bad.
He's notorious for talking.
They won it bad, man.
That's his lane. That's his lane. And he don't start until you start. Like remember when he was coming at Paul Pierce?
Oh yeah, see, set him right up.
You think you did that farewell tour?
Top 5.
They don't love you
top
like
5 power forward in the league, man. Draymond, gotta give it to him.
I don't know. It's a couple of players that's in the league that just something about him. I just want to hit him. I just want to rumble him. And Draymond one of them dudes. I want to fight Draymond so bad. I want to fight Kevin Garnett so bad.
You know
what I'm saying? I hate them players with that certain type of like. You know what I mean? Like I know like all right, you want to echo like you just the tough guy on the basketball court because there's nothing really you can do for real. So they gonna talk crazy and disrespect.
And what's the one from the Pacers?
Pacers. Oh, Lance Stevenson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't stand Lance dumbass either. But since we talking about great players or whatever, who do you think? No, matter of fact, where does LeBron rank with Jordan? Because it's been a hot topic the past couple of weeks. Where do you think LeBron ranks with Jordan?
I think he's right there. Because look at it like this: what is 7 finals that LeBron?
7 straight, yeah.
7 straight.
Yeah.
And look at the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to at least the next 2.
Yeah.
More likely the next 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that was going to make 10 straight. Did Jordan go to 10 finals straight?
Right. Like
that's a good number that LeBron is about to do because I don't see nobody else in the East beating them in a 7-game series.
And I heard Isaiah Thomas. I think I was up in the air with my take because I'm just gonna go with LeBron because I haven't seen Mike play. You know what I mean? LeBron is my era. I didn't pay attention to basketball until LeBron came into the NBA. But, Isaiah Thomas said, it made me think. Isaiah Thomas said, the Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas, he said, you gotta when you talk about LeBron, you gotta think about it this way. LeBron came straight out of high school. He never went to college, And for his IQ to be where it is, coming straight out of high school, being 22 in the NBA Finals, you get what I'm saying? That's stuff Jordan didn't do. And Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Fame Detroit Piston, Isaiah Thomas said he's taking LeBron over Jordan because when he's playing, if he was to start a team today, he's going to choose the brain over the killer instinct. He's going to choose the IQ over the 40 to 50 points a game because he know that IQ is ultimately what decides if you're going to win a ball game or not. You get what I'm saying? So I believe he won me over with that argument. I said, damn, it makes sense when you think about it though. Like he came straight out of high school with the IQ of a seasoned vet. You know what I mean? Ever since he been in the league, he been putting his team on the back.
Yeah, but let's not forget about Jordan because in all his finals, he was the favorite.
Yeah, from what I've seen,
he was the favorite in all
I
of
never
his finals.
witnessed Jordan live. I witnessed Jordan live when he was washed, like when he was playing for the Wizards. He probably was like 40 something back then. He's missing dunks. He was fat. You know what I mean? Like I didn't get to see Jordan at his apex, so I've only seen clips. So it's like, you know, and I found out a couple of weeks ago that the flu game was fake. He never had the flu, and that
You think it was fake?
No, it came out for sure. He was hungover. He didn't have the flu. He had a hangover. He was out drinking and gambling all night, and he came. It's respect that he still won, but I feel like if you had the flu, it's way harder to play with the flu than it is with a hangover.
Speaking on that, it was just a discussion in my classroom. Mm-hmm. They were saying that, just like you said, Michael was never your era, so you probably can't go in on it like this. But when Michael retired, did he retire or was he forced out of the league?
He left. I think he left because of, if I remember correctly, from what I've read, they were trying to get rid of Phil Jackson. And he wasn't with it. They were trying to, go in a whole new direction, clean house, and Mike wasn't with it. And so he left for like 2 years. And they were like prime years where Mike was balling. So you know what I mean? So who's to say that he wouldn't have added on 2 more championships in those years? But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You can't. You gotta. Like, it's one of those things. Like, you never know. Like, you never know what could have turned out. But I heard that was the reason why Jordan took those 2-3 years off.
And see, and what I was hearing was that it was a possibility that he was forced out because of his gambling problem.
Okay.
Because he gambled a lot, and that was going to look bad for the brand of the NBA.
Right.
Like, you got to think about it. It's Mike.
Yeah,
I'm betting on myself every game. You're not going to beat me.
I've heard stories that Mike used before he used to go play in the Garden. He'd go to Atlantic City and gamble all night and then come to the Garden and drop 50. Like, you know what I mean? It was just that easy for him, though, you know what I mean? He just was one of those dudes. But, like, when you hear stories like that, it's like, damn, how can you say that LeBron is better than him after what he did against Dallas when he first got to Miami? After all the talking he did, not 1, not 2, not 3, and he went and played the Mavericks in the final. He disappeared. He shrunk. He talked all that trash, and he made all that noise about where he was going, and then he get to the biggest stage, and he folded like that. You know what I mean? I understand what people said. How can y'all say that this man is better than Mike? Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying.
Because Mike never folded like that.
Yeah, he did. He didn't. But I don't like when people say, "Oh, Mike had help." Mike didn't have help. LeBron had to go to the Heat. Mike had Scotty. Scotty's a Hall of Fame player. And then if you hear people like dudes like Skip Bayless, Skip will say Mike made him a Hall of Fame player. No, you didn't. You can't. You know what I mean? Like when Scotty left, when he's at Portland or whatever, when he left, he still was getting buckets. He still was getting busy. You know what I'm saying? It was like they both had help. It's just that I think the difference between Mike and Jordan was that Mike just had that killer, like, I will not lose, that killer instinct, like, and that LeBron, he just was a passive.
He had that brain.
Yeah, he just was a passive player. Like, LeBron was like, I'm going to make the best basketball play to win the game.
I'm gonna make the best basketball.
You know what I mean? Even if that
Jordan
means
like,
I don't take the last shot,
I'm taking it.
I'm going to make the best basketball play to give us the best outcome to win this game. But that's my take on that.
Yeah.
Rumor is that Chicago organized crime leaders blackmailed Jordan to the Bulls owner and David Stern for gambling debts. Engineer facts. Just with the facts.
Just with the facts. See, that's where I was leading. Shout out to the people in my class, Ryan, Sean, and Rich. Man, we be having a discussion in this, like, when I be teaching, and like, that's my co-worker. Shout out to them, man.
But yeah,
what else you got for us? Politicking as usual, man. Special edition, man.
Yeah. I'm on my Stephen A. shit and shut time today.
Hey, let's go, man. Let's go. I'm feeling this. Let's go, man.
But let's talk about the draft, NBA draft. Where do you think Ball gonna go?
Be honest.
Oh, a disclaimer: Buck is a Sixers fan, so his opinion is going to be biased. So go ahead, let's hear it.
I think he's coming to Philly.
Get out of there.
I think he's coming to Philly.
You think he's falling to 3? Now,
I don't think.
Before I say that, what's your reason for thinking one of the top 2 players in college basketball will fall to number 3?
His dad.
His dad.
Yeah. And you got to think about it. You think Magic want to deal with his dad.
But I mean, Magic said, "Yo, his dad is not going to be." I feel like once he signed that check and he's in the NBA, Lonzo be like, "All right, Pop, you got to relax now." You get what I'm saying? He's doing it right now because his pop is making him all that money that Lonzo was making right now. It's because of his dad. You gotta
understand, he's still a young boy. Yeah, he not no grown man. He not like no 25,
but
26.
We seen
what he like 18, 19? He's still brainwashed at this point. His dad still controls him at this point. But whatever his dad say, go.
We seen similar things with Kyrie and his dad. And then eventually Kyrie was like, all right, Pop, you got to chill. You get what I'm saying? And Kyrie's dad fell back. And now Kyrie ended up turning into the player that he is today. That's why I feel the same thing is going to happen with Lonzo Ball. Lonzo was going to be like, all right, Pop, you got to relax. I got the deal. We in the Lakers. I'm home. You close to home.
And that's where I disagree. Think about how the media is today and how things get blown up out of proportion and how it affects your team. Not to jump ships, but it was just like it's a totally different incident. But it's just like where the Bengals took Joe Mixon. Right. You feel me?
Right.
Like you bringing that negative attention to your team. We got something else for Just spit it off for us.
More engineer packs. Magic is unimpressed with Ball's athleticism to translate to the NBA versus point guards.
Thank you. I'm hitting on him, Just. I'm hitting on these points. Thank you, Just. I'm hitting on him. Let me hear what you guys say, Vance.
Now, to my argument for that is when you watch Lonzo play, you do get the Jason Kidd comparisons. I can see where people may come up with that. He's not as explosive with the ball, and he has the awkward three point shot technique. But I don't know. I think Lonzo will be all right, man. I feel like his playmaking ability, that's what's going to excel him past others. I think Fultz, Lonzo Ball, and De'Aaron Fox. It's like I got Fox at number 1, to be honest. I like De'Aaron Fox over everybody.
Fox?
I like De'Aaron Fox over every guard in the draft
jump
right
shot,
now.
Man, Fox ain't got that jump shot. It's going to get there, but he ain't got it right now.
He's like that smooth, savvy player. You know what I mean? He does.
He got it right now.
Yeah, he I feel like if the Celtics add Fultz,
I think he kind of like a Isaiah.
Nah.
A little bit. Like he a bigger version. You feel me? But I think he kind of like he's smooth. Like Isaiah's smooth.
Fultz got like a smooth, hardened type of game. Like he just make it look easy. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like from what I saw in college, what I seen from folks do in college, he has a smooth.
Oh, we got another one from Just. Let's go more facts. Let's hear it.
Switch his shooting motion from his hip, or it will get stolen every time.
Say that again. With it.
He needs to switch his. Just said Lonzo Ball needs to switch his shooting motion from his hip, or it's going to get stolen every time.
In the NBA, yes, yeah. It's a totally different ball game.
And I feel like his Lonzo dad, LeVar Ball, is making it 10 times worse on Lonzo, man. Like he's making it. It's like people can't wait to go head up with Lonzo just to show him like this is the real deal. This ain't UCLA. This is the best players in the world. And it ain't gonna be. It ain't peaches and cream. It ain't gonna be peaches and cream like how your dad thinking of this. How your dad is throwing out unanimous MVP, saying your son is better, and he hasn't proven himself.
Proven nothing yet. He's a good player, but like I said, he hasn't proved nothing yet. And I don't think Magic want to take that on. And agreeing with Just,
Magic has nothing to lose. He has nothing to lose.
He's changing around that franchise. He's changing around that franchise.
I like Lonzo over Russell. And I was a huge Russell fan when he came out of Ohio State. I like Lonzo over Russell.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
I'll get rid of Russell in a heartbeat if they telling me I can get Lonzo at 2.
I do too, but Russell's a good player at the same time. Oh, we got more facts from Just. Let's hear it.
Forbes estimated LeVar cost Lonzo roughly $20 million in endorsements already. Sheesh.
20. That's a good.
I feel like that money's going to come back in the back end though.
That's a big number.
Look, 20 million.
20 million.
But I feel like he's going to recoup
20 million. I take 20 million. I'm going. You probably never seen me.
He's
going
to recoup all that though, bro. He's going to recoup all that. Look, he's going to get that money back if he balls his rookie season. Yo, Nike, Under Armour, they're going to be banging on his door.
He got his own brand. He has his own brand.
He wants a. He doesn't want to work with them.
He don't want to work with them.
Yeah, he wants a partnership. He wants a partnership with these guys. But I feel like if he goes out and ball, if he don't have to win Rookie of the Year, because I think Simmons is going to get Rookie of the Year. But if he goes out,
then he say he won $200 million or something like that.
Listen. If he goes out and he averages 13, 14 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, they're going to be knocking on his door. By listen, let's get him now before the price go way up. Let's get him now. Let's get him out the way. Let's give him that $25 million, $30 million before the price go to $50 million.
More facts from Just. Let's
hear. He
hear
will only make that back if he goes to a major market, Los Angeles. I believe if he goes to the Lakers, he'll make that up. I believe he'll make that up if he goes to the Los Angeles Lakers.
If he come to Philly,
no, he'll never make it.
I think he's coming to Philly.
No. So let's get to this
because LA's not taking him. So they're taking Josh Jackson.
Who do you think is the best selections? I'm not a Sixers fan. I could care less, but we're from Philly. Yeah. So who do you think is the best selections for the Philadelphia 76ers?
For the Sixers right now?
Yeah,
I would say Fultz. Fultz would be the best selection.
But he's not going to fall. Let's be realistic. He's not going to fall to 3.
But it's going to be...
Now, if they make a trade and they send Jalil over there and they send, the third overall pick, maybe.
Jalil has no trade value whatsoever. He has no trade value.
I don't know why people don't like. I like Okafor. Man.
This is how the draft is going to go. Fultz 1, Josh Jackson 2, Ball 3 to the Sixers.
Now, let me give an unpopular
opinion. But listen, Ben is still running point. Ben is still running point for the Sixers.
Here's the unpopular opinion. Josh Jackson hasn't impressed me. He hasn't impressed me to be talked about the way he's been talked about.
They comparing him to Kawhi.
I don't see what gives what has he done in the tournament in the regular season.
Oh, he was balling in the tournament.
Kawhi? To say Kawhi?
No.
Kawhi is easily the top 3 player in the NBA. To compare him to Kawhi is crazy to me. He's unproven.
We got more facts from Just. Let's hear it.
The Sixers' best draft move would be to trade assets and get veterans to push Embiid, Sarge, and Simmons.
And I would have to agree with you, Just.
You as a Sixers fan, how do you feel about that?
What's all right? Before what's the other son of LeVar, the one that's like in
LaMelo?
Mm-hmm. Just think, the Sixers have that pick. So what's that in 2019? I think that's the year that he comes out.
Though. He's only like a sophomore in high school though.
No, he's a junior.
Oh, he's a junior. Oh, I didn't know.
So
that. He's a sophomore. Oh, he's going to UCLA, right?
Yeah, but by 2019, the Sixers had that pick, and that's when he's coming out. Correct?
2019. You think LaMelo's coming out in 2019?
In 2018.
Oh, but wait, speaking of that, did you hear about the NBA? They're talking about starting to let kids come out of high school now. So it may be a possibility that LaMelo can jump straight out of high school and come there.
But I'm just thinking about it. Just thinking about the Sixers have that pick. He's going to be a top 3 pick. Mm-hmm. And I think if he balls,
if LaMelo balls, then you can't say it based off of right now. But if he balls.
And I'm going to throw that other player out that everybody talking about, the boy Zion, the boy that's doing all them dunks.
Zion. From where? Where do you play?
I forgot where he plays at. I got to do a little more research. But the boy that was just dunking everywhere. They saying like he the next.
Was he in it? Like did he play? Did he work out in the combine?
No, he still got another year in high school, I believe.
Zion Williamson.
Yeah, Zion. I said Zion.
Okay. Yeah.
Zion, yeah. That one.
But
I'm saying that's players, like that's transcendent players right there. Another fact from Just, let's hear it.
They won't change it because it would violate what? It will violate antitrust laws and will create NBA versus NCAA lawsuits. And that's far as you saying letting high school players come to the NBA. Okay. I mean,
so what you think about that?
It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair because it's like, look at all the players that had stellar high school careers and went to college their first year and got hurt, and then their value went down. I think about it from the players and that perspective. Like for all the players that could have went out of high school straight to the league and excelled at it, they was forced to do a one and done year and they got hurt, and now they're playing overseas instead of the NBA. I look at it that way. I think it wouldn't be fair, but I don't know.
I mean, but that's the risk you got to take. That's just think about like the college football and the NFL. Mm. Like you got to do 3 years before you could come out. So I should think,
but that's because the NFL is
we got another fact from Just. Let's hear it.
Will lose too much money for March Madness. Yeah, that's true too. Because there'd be a whole bunch of bums in there. It'll be players you don't want to see. It would be players you wouldn't want to see.
This is what I think the NBA should do. I think the NBA should have a rule. Say if you stay 2 years, you would get more money. Mm. Say if you come out the first year, you got like it's a contract. Mm. That you could get, but say if you stay 2 years, you'll be able to get more in your contract. You feel me?
Right.
Just to get the players an extra bonus and had the players players an extra year to stay in school. Because to be honest, I think you should at least stay in school. At least get an education. Because these players coming into the league at a young age, 18, 19 years old, they don't know nothing for real.
Shout out to CJ McCollum. He's in fucking Harvard right now. Studying, trying to finish up and get his degree at Harvard right now.
Harvard, that's big
and
news,
he just inked
man.
$100 million contract. So shout out to him. He's definitely prospering out here right now. Shout out to CJ McCollum.
Get that education. Don't have that all that money and spend it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, man, let's switch it up. Let's talk about a little NFL, man.
Right, yeah, let's get to it. My favorite sport,
Buck is a
we got another fact from Just. Let's hear it.
Players only stay more than 1 year because they're not good enough to one and done. And that's a fact. Big facts. That's big facts.
You want to elaborate on that, man?
I mean, it's like when you like my thing for always watching. Shout out to the Christian brothers for the inspiration this episode. We drinking out the brown bag like we on the block today. Y'all gonna see it in the video. We got the video all set up this episode.
I forgot we there, man. Buck Chair, man. Follow the guy. Politicking as usual, man. Let's take off, especially with dissing, man. Sheesh. Let's go.
But yeah, what we talking about? One and done. Okay. Me personally, I would rather watch college basketball than NBA basketball until the finals.
We got another fact from Just. Let's hear it.
30-minute mark.
Hey.
But I would rather watch college basketball because I know they're gonna play harder.
What,
NBA,
in college football?
No, college basketball versus the NBA. Because I know in the NBA they don't play hard until playoffs or until it's like about time to see who's gonna get that 6, 7, 8 spot.
Talking on that, I think they need to cut down the NBA season. They probably won't because of money.
56 games, man. The NBA season, they don't play hard until like the last 20, man.
Yeah.
And then when you look at the NCAA, the talent isn't all the way there. You may get like a couple of powerhouses school that have a load of talent, like your Dukes and your Kentuckys, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But them young boys, they play hard every game though. Like every single game,
they chasing that check.
Yeah, they leaving it all on the court every single game, and I would much rather watch that than people that got their money already and they just playing just to play. Like they're not giving it 100. Like it seems to me, like in the NBA in the regular season, they give about like 75, 80%. They don't give a full 100 into the finals. So that's why I would choose the NCAA over NBA, but the only thing that messed that up is because NCAA lacks the talent. It's like it's only so many schools with a certain amount of talent. You get what I mean? Right, it's not a lot of players that's going to blow you, like it's going to wow you, or that's going to pop the flash on your screen when you're watching the game. Like they're going to play it. They're going to be
like the powerhouse school. Yeah, like when the powerhouse school about to play,
the powerhouse schools, they're going to blow. But when you're watching like a regular, like a Rhode Island or like what I mean, like a Louisville, you're going to get fundamental basketball. They're going to play basketball the right way, and they're going to try to get the job done the right way as a team. You know what I mean?
Villanova, shout out to Villanova, man. Even though that. They lost second round.
Yeah, they got
to Wisconsin. It's cool though. They be back though. They be back next year. They be back, man.
So we got a couple minutes left. We gonna talk about some football. Why do you think Kaepernick is still unsigned, and where do you think he may land?
I think Kaepernick is still unsigned. Be honest, because he went against the world.
That was a bold stance.
He went against the world.
That was a bold stance he took.
Like, he didn't go against, like, a player or a different team. He went against the world. He went against the flag. You feel me? What the whole world represents.
That was major. It definitely was major. I have it here. Listen, I have it here. And I believe his protest, it definitely hurt him a lot. But I feel like people are only looking at the disrespect he may have did to the flag. They're not looking at why he made that stance. That's what's driving me crazy. They're not looking at why he chose to kneel or why he chose to sit down. They're not looking to the altercations that caused this protest. You get what I'm saying? And that's what messes me up. That's what makes me mad. Because if you look at it, like, look, for example, last season, Ryan Fitzpatrick, 11 starts, 12 touchdown passes, 17 interceptions, a 69.6 passer rating, stood during the anthem, signed a $3 million deal as the Buccaneers' backup quarterback, right?
Wow, we got another fact from Just. Let's hear it.
Just believes it's 50% protest, 50% he can't run a pro-style passing attack without gimmicks. That's debatable. That's highly debatable.
That's why I think he'd have been good for the Seahawks.
But listen.
But the Seahawks just confirmed, today that they not signing him.
Listen to what I was saying, though. Fitzpatrick had terrible numbers with a 69.6 passer rating. Kaepernick and Fitzpatrick both had 11 starts, but Kaepernick threw 16 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions to Fitzpatrick's 17 interceptions, and he had a 90.7 passer rating. The only difference between those two guys is that besides Kaepernick had the better performance is that
what's Kaepernick numbers again?
He had 11 starts, 16 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions, a 90.7 passer rating, and he kneeled during the anthem.
Yo, that's not bad.
Exactly.
That's not bad.
Exactly.
That's not
versus,
bad stats.
Versus Fitzpatrick getting a $3 million deal. He threw 17 interceptions to 12 touchdowns.
Yeah,
that ratio is terrible. So it's like you got to see it's only the protest. Like that
he
right
went
there.
against and like as me saying,
he went against the grain,
world.
and I feel like they're trying to teach him a lesson for anybody that may think they want to, make a stance like that. But listen, we're going to make an example out of Colin. We know he can ball. We know he's at his playing weight from when he was. When he took Alex Smith's spot, he's at that playing weight. He said he's in the best shape of his life, but still he's unsigned.
And I think he's going to get signed.
Yeah,
I think because quarterbacks go down. Just think about it.
I want to see him in Cleveland.
Just think about Teddy Bridgewater.
He
went down. I think it's going to be a couple injuries this training camp.
Yeah.
And then we got another fact from Just. Let's hear it.
Fitzpatrick went to Harvard and can play in numerous systems. Cap was unheard of before Harbaugh's pistol formation. But you think about it though.
Yeah, but Just think about his stats last year, 16-4.
Fitzpatrick.
There's not a lot of quarterbacks that had better stats than that.
Fitzpatrick only shows up when it's time to play for a contract. That's when you get the best.
No, and I don't even think that because when it was time to play for a contract last year, he didn't show up.
No,
I just think he just had one good year.
Before last, he balled.
He just had one good year, bro.
He balled. You did.
Like you gotta think about it. He's not no young boy. He old. Right. He just had one good year. Mm-hmm. Like I just think Cabernet 16-4. The league doesn't have a lot of quarterbacks right now.
Exactly. So the fact that he's still sitting the fact that he's still sitting at home without a job and not at OTAs is mind blowing to me because of the talent that he has and a lack of depth at the quarterback position that's in the NFL. That's what doesn't make sense to me.
Right. This is another thing. Just think about it. Think about how many players 28 and older in the NFL that's in the top 5.
That can perform at that level.
That's in the top 5.
Super Bowl games,
in the top 5 players in the NFL that's over 28.
Mm-hmm.
And you name the top 5 players in the NBA that's over 28. Well, I'm saying, just name the top 5 players in the league. How many is over 28?
NFL right now, top 5, you're going to have to say Brady. You're going to have to say Cam. You're going to have to say Aaron Rodgers. You're going to say Dak. You're going to say Zeke, Julio. Those guys.
No, the top 5 players in the NFL right now.
Right now, Tom Brady, Julio Jones, Ezekiel Elliott, I'll give him that. That was at 3. I'll give Aaron Rodgers that. That's 4. 5th. I'm going to give the 5th spot. I don't even like the Cowboys, but I'm going to give the 5th spot to Dak. I'm going to give the 5th spot to Dak.
Dak top 5 in the league? Oh, no.
But he only threw for 183 yards a game. He was also 1-10.
Hold on. Say that again.
Kaepernick only threw 183 yards a game, and he was also 1-10. He wasn't healthy, though. He wasn't
Bad
healthy.
Bad team.
Yeah. They went through 2 coaches, 3 coaches in the last how many years? You know what I mean? It's like he's in a different system each year. He's in a new system each year. They're just trying to take pieces.
No, you want to know what that was? System. Chip Kelly.
Yeah,
Chip gosh.
Terrible.
And look,
Chip Kelly should never be allowed to coach in the NFL again. Never.
And you want to look at it? How you go from the hottest coach in the NFL to not even getting a coaching job in the NFL? You doing broadcasting.
How about this? The Chiefs cut Jeremy Maclin the other day. Where do you think he's going to land? I think he may come back to Philly.
I would say Philly. We've been doing too many contracts now.
Get rid of Dorian Green Beckham, bum ass. Get rid of him and bring Maclin in. Maclin with Alshon, Torrey Smith, and Jordan Matthews.
But if you bring him in, that'd be like a 1 year. I'd rather go with the young boys. Alshon
only got a 1 year deal. Go get him.
I'd rather go with the young boys that we got. I'd rather try them out. See if they could try to develop them. Because you got to think about it. We can't take away from receptions from Nelson Aguilar. We got to see if we can put him.
He's a bum.
Last year we got to see if we can put him.
He's a bum.
Another fact from Just. Let's hear it.
You can't fault Cap for multiple screws and not giving credit to Fitz for the same issue. No. The Jets had a better team than San Fran. You don't think so? The Jets had a better team than San Fran. They had a way better defense. They had more weapons on offense. He just didn't perform.
Chip Kelly, he's a bum.
That's what I think.
And nobody wants to play for Chip Kelly. You had Jason Peters from the Eagles faking injuries because he didn't want to play or practice with Chip Kelly. Like, Chip Kelly is just a horrible coach. And what I think about Chip Kelly is it was just his, like, whole demeanor. He was just stubborn. He didn't want to adjust.
He wanted too much control of everything. Like,
he didn't want to listen to
people.
And
I heard stories of, shout out to Sheed, man. Shout out to Sheed, man. He was let my cousin go, man. Shout out to Sheed,
man. Yeah, he just had
a workout for the Patriots, though.
Let's
and
go,
I hope Bill Belichick pick him up.
Let's
you know
go.
What I mean? Come on, Bill Belichick. Make the right decision. Pick up Sheed Bailey. We need that.
Let's go. Let's go, Sheed. That's my middle name, too, man. Let's go, man.
Shout out to Rasheed Bailey. But he was giving me some insight of when, his first year in the NFL was when Chip Kelly was a coach. And, he didn't allow, the hazing and stuff like that. And there was situations where Chip Kelly would just walk right past you. Like, you can be the top dog on the team and he'll walk right past you like he was a homeless person on the street. Like, he just had that type of personality, like that. He just was that guy. He was just that dude.
We got another fact from Judge. Let's hear it.
Fitz did this in Houston, Buffalo, Bengals, Titans, and Rams. He sucks. He does suck, but how is he still getting money? How is he still getting jobs? And we know what type of guy Fitzpatrick is. How is he still constantly bringing in money? He's still getting a job. He's not unemployed.
He still getting a job because he has the talent, but it's his attitude.
So he has more talent than Colin?
It's his attitude. It's his attitude.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But
I don't think he has more talent than Kaepernick. Because Kaepernick at one point, he was one of the top players in the NFL when everybody was grabbing his jersey, and he was supposed to be like the next coming of Vic at one point. That's what people were saying. You got to think about it. That year in the playoffs, when he ran for them 2 touchdowns,
he was balling.
50 yards against
70
Green
yards
Bay.
He was going crazy. Colin was going crazy, yo.
What else you got for us?
Early Super Bowl predictions. If I gotta go right now,
what you going with, man? I already know you.
I'm going New England without a question. Man. I'm going New England. I'm gonna say New England. This is gonna cause some controversy. New England.
I'm listening.
And Tampa.
In Tampa?
I like
Ooh,
Tampa.
you stole my shot.
I like what the Bucks did.
We got another fact from Just. Let's hear it.
It is because he is smarter and knows more schemes than Cap. Cap isn't multi-dimensional.
I would agree with that.
I would agree with that, Just.
I would agree that Kaepernick doesn't.
You can only put him in certain positions.
In certain offenses.
You can't put him in any type of system. He can't go to any team and just excel. He has to be in an offense that works for him.
But that's you as a coach,
and he has to have the pieces around him to help him excel at what he does.
That's you as a coach that's supposed to adjust to your player. That's you as a coach that's supposed to adjust to your player. Not you having a system and your player supposed to follow the system. That's you as a coach adjusting to your players. Because every player that you have on your team is different.
Right.
You feel me?
That's
you got to adjust to your players. That's just
100%.
why Pete Carroll is a great coach. Because he let his players say what they want to say. He let his players speak out. Even though it's tension in Seattle, I guarantee Seattle be one of the top teams in the NFL, and I guarantee you they be there at the end.
I like Seattle having doing better. I feel like that whole Aaron Rodgers Packers run was a fluke. That's not going to happen again. Even though they got my guy Martellus Bennett, that's not going to happen again.
I don't like their defense.
Even Matt Castle won 11 games. That's
wow,
true.
Because of the coach.
That's true.
Belichick.
Just might have shut me up with that one. That's true. He might have shut me up with that one.
Just coming with the facts right now,
man. We went to the playoffs that year when we had Matt Castle.
Facts.
And Matt Castle got a bunch of money after that season and made it to a Pro Bowl. I get what you're saying. You might have shut me up with that one, Just.
Just coming with the facts, man.
Just got the heat today. But, Super Bowl predictions. I got New England, Tampa Bay. Who you got?
My sleeper team? I think it's the Eagles. For real.
Say that. Of course you go, nah.
Sleeper team, I think it's the Eagles.
Bro.
No, I'm going to be realistic.
Listen to me. Maybe in 2-3 years, but right now you're not being realistic.
I am being realistic.
You're not, yo.
I'm being
Y'all
realistic.
say this, yo. I've known you for over 5 years, bro. And every one of them 5 years, you told me the Eagles were going to win a Super Bowl, no matter how terrible you were. You're not being realistic right now, bro.
See, in the second
I'm going to call you on your bullshit, bro. I'm not going to let you come on here Bucks. I just said that. Bucks versus Pats. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you come on here and talk this bullshit, bro. You got to be realistic, bro. Come on, let's get a real.
All right, you know I had to try to represent for the Eagles.
Eagles ain't going nowhere. Go ahead.
All right, I can't say the Pats. I'm gonna start off with the NFC. I like the Bucks as a sleeper team. I like the Bucks.
Yeah,
I like the Bucks.
And
I like
Hard
them
Knocks this year too.
And
watch out for Tampa.
A bold prediction: Falcons won't make it to the playoffs.
That's very bold.
Won't make it to the playoffs.
They just got Dontario Poe from Kansas City, so they just bolstered up that defensive line that was giving my man Brady hell with the playoffs.
It was.
Hell. I mean, the Super Bowl.
And the defense was giving Brady hell. That's what people started blaming on the defense. Like, no, it wasn't the defense.
They revamped their defense a little bit. They drafted some good pieces. They signed Dontario Poe. They got some good pieces. And it's going to be interesting because I believe the Falcons and Tampa's in the same division. That division is going to be
that's
crazy.
What I'm saying. But
the
Carolina
NFC East and the NFC
and Carolina
South will be the best.
And you got to think,
the best divisions in
Cam
football
had
this
a bad year last year.
That's not going to happen again.
So you think it's going to happen again?
Hell no. And I like to pick up Christian McCaffrey.
I like Carolina to win a division. Bucks wild card. And Falcons not making it.
That's crazy. We may see 3 teams come out of that division, though.
Yeah, or
we may see 3 teams.
But I like the Saints. Don't forget the Saints.
No.
I like Saints.
I don't like the Saints.
I like the Saints. There's a reason why I like the Saints.
They drafted some solid rookies, but nah.
We got another fact from Just. Let's hear it.
The Kyle Shanahan departure might have kept ATL more than people. Might have hurt ATL more than people think.
And I agree with you, Judge. That's why I think
he brought the best out of Matty Ice. He did bring the best out of Matt Ryan. And that's why I believe. Yeah, you may be right. I don't know, but I just can't count.
It's all about coaching.
I can't count Julio out, man. And then them 2 running backs, man. That offense is crazy. The offense.
Yeah, but I think
have to see. I'm just talking about it right now. I can't wait. I'm more hyped for the NFL season than I am for the NBA Finals. That's
Breeze doesn't have a lot of time left. That's why I think it's even within these next couple years. His window is closing fast, so I think he needs to go get it. So I think I will put them over the Falcons. I think Falcons is going to take a big step down.
All right.
Big step down.
Last topic before we get up out of here.
We got another fact from Just. Let's hear it.
Needs to reproduce again to help Matt Ryan. He's solid, though.
You think Gabriel?
He's little, but he's solid.
Think he going to come through again?
Yeah, he's solid. I like him. I like Gabriel a lot.
And he got cut from Cleveland.
I would get Gabriel on my team any day. I like Gabriel a lot. But last topic. Before we get up out of here, go watch these games. Which lottery team will have the quickest turnaround? And we're going to do NBA and NFL. You want to start? You want me to start?
You can start. Let's go. Fast politicking.
NBA, the team that's going to have the quickest turnaround. NBA, I say the Lakers, because I feel like they're going to get. Right now, the Lakers have a lot of the same players. You get what I'm saying? You got D'Angelo Russell and you got Jordan Clarkson. You got Larry Nance Jr. You got Julius Randle. They're kind of the same type of players.
All right.
Same height. Same
we got another fact from Just. Let's hear it.
Back to the NFL. Gabriel is 28 and just broke into the big time category. He may got 2-3 years to get it done.
That's why he got to prove it now.
He got a ball.
He got to prove it now.
He got to get his money right now. He got a ball.
He going to ball next year so he can get his money now.
But yeah, so I said the Lakers. Because of, I believe they're going to get rid of Larry Nance and they're going to get rid of Russell.
So you're proving my point.
What?
You don't think Lonzo Ball is going to go to the Lakers at
2? They're going to draft Lonzo.
But you just said they got too many of the same players.
They're going to get
rid of Russell. So they got too many of the same players. Why would they draft another one?
They're going to get rid of Russell because Russell is gone. They're going to get rid of Russell and Jordan Clarkson will move to the 2. They're going to get rid of Russell and Jordan Clarkson are going to move to the 2, and then you're going to have Brandon. They're going to get rid of Deng. They tied up with too much money with Luol Deng. They're going to get rid of Timothy Mozgov. They tied up with too much money with him. They're going to get rid of those guys. The starting lineup for the Lakers next year is going to be Lonzo Ball, Jordan Clarkson, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, and they're going to find a big in free agency.
And they're going to get rid of Russell.
They're going to get rid of Russell. They're going to
trade why Russell. Just not draft none of them and draft a big
It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense to keep those guys, man. You got to get rid. You can get like Russell and Larry Nance. They have value, so you can get a good, solid veteran for those type of guys. You know, somebody that can come off the bench that can help keep the mindset and mold the rest of the younger team and keep them together and make a run. You got to think about it. I don't got the Jazz going back to the play. That can be the Lakers spot. I don't have the Jazz going back to the playoffs because they're going to lose Gordon Hayward, and then it's like,
what if Hayward go back? You think he's going to go back?
Hell no, he's not going back. He's not going to turn down that money in the Boston.
What you mean? You try to offer him more. They can offer him the max.
He can get further if he goes to the Celtics. But look, we run out of time. We gonna do this more often. I like this first take little edition episode. We gonna do this more often. My NFL lottery sleeper team that's gonna make some noise this season for the NFL, I believe, is gonna be.
Hold on, wait. Go, my bad, but we ain't go back to my Super Bowl predictions.
You said Tampa.
I ain't say Tampa. You said Tampa.
You did.
No, I said I like them as my sleeper team.
Who's your Super Bowl prediction before we go back to the lottery?
My Super Bowl prediction, I like Seattle.
And who else?
I like Seattle. And I like Kansas City.
So disrespectful. So
Kansas City, good, but the Pats.
Kansas City's not even coming out of that division. You forgot Oakland just got Marshawn Lynch.
No,
Oakland is
I didn't forget, but I don't think he's going to have a good impact.
The Patriots
but he's not going to take him over the top.
The Patriots are going to win this year, and Marshawn Lynch is going to win next year before they move Oakland. He's going to bring a Super Bowl to Oakland.
You think so?
I believe Brady's going to retire after he wins the bowl this year, and I believe.
You think he's going to retire?
Yeah.
Brady said he got 5 more years in him.
He ain't got it. The way he was getting messed up like that in the Falcons game, he ain't got 4 or 5 more years in him. They was doing him dirty. I don't care what vegan diet he's on. He ain't got. That's my guy. But he ain't got 5
He ain't got 5 more in him?
He ain't got 5 more.
So you said if the Pats win the Super Bowl
this year,
he's done.
Brady's gone. Then we know Jimmy G is going to be the Patriots. We're going to get back to the championship, the AFC championship. But we're going
Belichick.
We're going to lose to the Raiders. I see it. We're going to win this year. This year's season coming up. We're going to lose to the Raiders next year. And the Raiders.
By next year, the Eagles will be in there. So I disagree with everything you're saying.
But my NFL team that was a lottery team this year that I think are going to revamp their revamp as a unit and have an excellent season this year is the Jacksonville Jaguars. I feel like with the pickup of Fournette, the signing of AJ Bouye, the signing of Calais Campbell, they just made too many moves, man. They solid all around the board. And then they got Tom Coughlin down there, man. They're solid. Watch out for Jacksonville. The Jaguars are going to be scary this year.
You think so? So you're saying playoffs?
Playoffs. I'm definitely saying playoffs. It all depends on if Blake Bortles keeps his composure and he performs. That's all it depends on is Blake Bortles.
But do you think he's going to perform?
I mean, with Tom Coughlin over there, I think he'll excel under Tom Coughlin. I think so. I definitely think so. Who you got, man? Before we get out of here, who's your NBA lottery team you think is going to perform this year in your NFL lottery?
In the NBA, I will say the Sixers.
Sellout choice, but go ahead.
I mean, it's not a sellout choice, but just like I was saying, they got the Lakers pick next year. I think is unprotected, so I think the Lakers will have another bad year. So I would think that pick would be in the top 3, potentially number 1. Then you also have your own pick for next year, and then the following year you have your own pick once again, and you have Sacramento pick, which Sacramento is light, so that's projected in the top 3 also.
Right.
So I think the Sixers have a great chance within this lottery, but I think they should package their picks and get Clay.
Okay, so you got the Sixers.
Thanks, Judge. I've been here. We've been
That'd be a nice pickup for the Sixers.
I think the Sixers should package their picks. I think the Sixers should go get Clay.
I think they should go after JJ Redick in this offseason just because they need that little, that scoring out the wing.
Shooter, yeah.
Yeah, I think that scoring out the wing. I think they go after JJ Redick, and I think that, and you let Ben run the point, and you draft De'Aaron Fox, you may have got something. You may got something right there. De'Aaron Fox and JJ Redick.
No effect with Clus or
he's going to Los Angeles.
Clay or Paul George
going to Los Angeles. So who's your NFL pick?
My NFL, I would have to say the 49ers.
What? Oh, they did make moves.
I would say the 49ers because of the draft.
They have a solid draft. They had a solid draft, but I don't
listen.
I don't like the quarterback.
They probably got the best lineman, the top 3 linemen in the draft: Solomon Thomas, the boy from Stafford, and they got the pick that I wanted from the Eagles, but I wanted the Eagles to pick Reuben Foster. Yeah. He hopped back in later in the first round to get Reuben Foster. I think the 49ers made some great picks, and I think they're going to be an upcoming team. Maybe not next year, but the year after. But the year after. Look, listen. You want to know the fact of everything? Kirk Cousins.
He may come over there.
Kirk Cousins.
He may go over there. If they get Kirk Cousins, because he's only on a 1-year franchise.
That's why I think. Because that's why I think.
He may come over there. He's
going to go. He's going to go back with Shanahan, and they're going to reunite. And that's what I think. That's why I don't think that they went and got a quarterback. You see, they traded the pick.
Right.
And what? The Bears, got Trubisky?
Yeah.
They ain't winning.
It makes sense.
They gonna go get Kirk.
That's a solid argument. It makes sense.
Look, they got the defensive end and the linebacker. Next year they gonna hit with the quarterback.
Listen, time gonna tell, man. Time gonna tell. This is episode 15.
Shit.
First take edition, man.
Shit.
I really, really enjoyed this episode, man.
Let's go.
And I think I'm gonna do at least one of these episodes once a month. Like I think I'm gonna do another one when the season's when the NBA draft starts. Yeah, or
when the finals end.
Yeah,
we got our predictions in. We got our predictions in.
We got our predictions.
What's your score for the night, though? What's your score?
Score 112 to 104 Cleveland.
112, 104 Cleveland?
Yeah.
119.
God damn.
103 Golden State.
We shall see. Because this episode is coming out tonight, so y'all heard our predictions. Next episode, I want to get my guy, Mar Marine. We need the coach. We got to get coach.
Hey, let's get the coach on,
here,
man.
And I want to get Dakota sitting over here. I want to get those two guys in.
Hey, man. How you pay, man? Dakota, what's up, boy?
The next first take edition, I want Mar Marine and I want Dakota London to come in, and we'll have another. I guess when the finals is over, so make sure y'all listen to this because I want both of you guys in here to have this debate again with me and Buck. But this is episode 15, man. Fats 215.
Thanks for y'all showing us love, man.
Oh, yeah,
Politicking as usual, man. Man, where they listening to us at, man? Tell them where they listening to us at.
We listen. We rebranding the podcast, man. We're on a lot of different things, man. We're recording live this episode, so be on the lookout for our YouTube channel. That's gonna come out in a couple of days. We're on 1 second. Hold up, I don't want to miss nothing. 1 second. Let me go right to the.
Yeah, man. Let them know, man. Making big moves out
here.
As
usual is now on Stitcher, Google Play Music, the podcast at Podbean, Satchel, TuneIn Radio, Wildfire Radio. I mean, you can go download all those apps, man, and you can check us out, man. You know, advertisers coming. If you guys want to run ads through the show, you know what I mean. You want to help a young brother pay some bills. You want to run some ads that help us support your brand. All that's is coming.
We don't need your help, but
all that's is coming.
Support,
all that's is coming. I want to say thanks to the support. Shout out to my Never Fall guys. You know what I mean. I got the Never Fall 2 clothing on right now. Man. You know, shout out to those guys, man. Make sure y'all go hit up Jay Trimble and Never Fall Studios and go cop up.
They're making moves out here, man. Go cop up.
I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm fucking starving. I'm getting ready to go to Wild Wild. This Christian Brothers got me on, and I'm getting ready to go eat some tacos.
Shout out to Just, man, with the facts.
Yeah.
Just came through with the facts, man.
We gotta get Justin here next time. Justin,
hey, Just, you can get in here next time.
We gonna get Justin here next time.
Politicking as usual, first take edition.
He said it's a go. So we're going to do first take edition at the end of the finals. We're going to get Justin here. Mar probably will be in D.C., so we're going to get me, you, Justin, Dakota. When Mar comes, we're going to do another one with Mar.
MFO, man. Shout out to Gang.
Shout out to my guys. Man. I mean, shout out to Cars. Go make sure I go get some of Cars, Mother's Platters.
Oh, yeah. She make that good food.
Sure I plug that in.
Yo, them yams is great, too,
Amazing
man.
Yams. Amazing macaroni. I had the jerk barbecue chicken. It was splendid. It was finger looking good. I had the banana pudding, the excellent banana pudding, the excellent seafood salad, and the prices is reasonable. You're getting a good amount of food for the prices you give. You can't beat that.
Good amount.
You can't beat that, man. Go check out my guy Car 215 and go holler at him and get some of the platters from his mom, Miss Tamika's, man, and help her open up her business. You know what I mean? Support each other. We got to support everybody. You know what I mean? Support everybody that got something going on. Shout out to my guy Israeli. Shout out to my man
the good hair.
Shout out to Volaire, man. The Volaire fashion show coming July 29th, man. They putting on for the big guys, for the fat
for the
mans.
big guys.
They putting on for everybody. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Uptown. Shout out to North. Everybody. I'm rambling. So I'm shouting out everybody. But this episode, shout out to West Philly, South Philly, South. Shout out to everybody. But this is episode 15, Politicking as usual. Fats 215. Who we got in the building?
Buck Chen.
Get used to hearing that, man. Get used to hearing him a lot, man. And we'll be back, man. We'll holler at y'all again next week. We still dropping on Wednesday. This is because we dropped today. We still dropping on Wednesday. Don't get it twisted. We still dropping on Wednesday. But we'll see y'all in a couple of days, man. Be easy.